Hey, what's going on with y'all? So the season's officially over. Well, regular season's officially over, and of course, we all know the Dallas Cowboys didn't make the playoffs. So first things being first, we're not really gonna talk about Jason Garrett too much in this video. I mean, we might touch on him just briefly. Pause that. That's a pause and a half right there. But we're mainly gonna focus on Dak Prescott and allegedly him wanting 40 million. Now I know in the summer they said that was kind of false, but looking at his stats right now, I wouldn't be surprised if he's crazy enough to even ask for this. Like, just looking at his stats, so he put up 4,902 passing yards, which was second in NFL. 30 TDs, which was fourth. You guys can see it on the I'm on his ESPN page right now. He had 11 picks. That's not terrible. And he was fourth in QBR with a 70.6. And I'm pretty sure his passer rating was probably somewhere around like 9 or 10 or something like that. If the last time I checked, let's take a look real quick. So we'll go right here, complete leaders. Let's see what he rated in passer rating. So Dak was he was actually the 10th. So but you know, QBR, a lot of people like the QBR stat. I'm not a huge fan of it. I don't think it's the end all be all. There's a lot more that goes into QBR than there's a lot more that goes into playing quarterback than just looking at the QBR stats and thinking this guy was the fourth best quarterback this year. So first of all, let's talk about his his wins. Let's see who he has the wins over to see if he warrants being a top three quarterback paid, top five. And a lot of people will say it's quarterback pay is really dictated on the market. So at this point in time, he's up due. He's due for the payday. And you know, as soon as he gets paid, it's just gonna keep going up. Eventually, if the NFL keeps growing as a brand, the cap is just gonna keep increasing. So this is just his time to get paid. We've seen it with Kirk Cousins. We've seen it with a bunch of other guys, Matt Ryan, Matthew Stafford. So, and we never looked at any of those guys as top three quarterbacks in the NFL. So we gotta take that into effect. We gotta take that into account as far as the market dictating what this person should be paid. Me personally, if I'm Jerry Jones, I'm not paying Dak anything above 32 million a year. 35, that's too much for me. If I'm Jerry Jones, if I have to, he might get franchised before I even consider paying him 35 million a year. I just don't. The main reason why I say that because you're gonna lose so much talent, and Dak isn't the quarterback that can carry a franchise. He's more so the quarterback that you have the right pieces around him and he can execute the game plan. He can play well around that. But if you take any of those pieces away, you take Zeke away. Let's say Zeke didn't play the whole season. It was Tony Pollard the whole season. I see. They went what 8-8 this year. I could have saw that. I think Zeke is worth at least 3 more wins. I say they go 5. They go 5-11 here. I honestly think they go 5-11. But let's just take a look at the schedule. So we're gonna see who they got their wins over. So the Giants, weak team that didn't make the playoffs. Redskins didn't make the playoffs. Dolphins didn't make the playoffs. Dolphins actually became more competitive in the second half of the season, but they saw them in the first 3 weeks. So we all know how that was looking. They were looking terrible, and at this point, they still were playing Josh Rosen. And they just weren't competitive at this time. They were still full out tank mode, which I think they kind of did horrible. They got the Eagles. That's a quality win. I give them that. That was at home, but still a quality win. Giants beat up on them twice. Nope. They beat up on the Lions, who were down to their backup quarterback. I forgot, was it Blau or it was Jeff Driscoll. And he even gave them a competitive game. Look at this, man. It should 35-27. There's no reason. There's no reason that should happen. Where they're from? Okay, Zeke lost one fumble, but that shouldn't be any excuse for them to keep it that close. But in this game, I could have sworn. I think Dak started out slow, and then they just went crazy. So yeah, I'm looking at it right now. In the first quarter, it was 7-3. Second quarter, they just went crazy, 21-7. So that's what they took over right there. But honestly, the game shouldn't be that close. But I mean, I guess you could say Dak did what he had to do, 29-46. That's pretty good. 444 passing yards. But at the end of the day, he's beating up on a weak team, bad defense. But let's go back. So Um, he has one quality win so far, and I think at this point the Eagles were maybe. I think the Eagles had a losing record at this time. So, uh, and we all know their whole team is goddamn freaking hurt. Like their whole team is freaking hurt. Let's look. Oh no, okay. They had some of their pieces still. Nope, nope, no excuses here. They had Nelson Aguilar playing. They had Alshon Jeffrey, Goddard, Zach Ertz. So I'm not giving them any excuses. Might have been missing a few people on defense, but it doesn't even really matter to me, man. He did what he had to do here. 21 for 27, 239, touchdown, one pick. Um, took care of business, so that's a quality win right there. So we'll give him the Eagles, and that's it so far. The Rams, that's a quality win. They were fighting for a playoff spot. They might have missed a playoff spot by about 2 games. So this that could have changed their whole season around. If the Rams won that, they probably sneak into the wild card. So they got the Rams and the Eagles as their only quality wins. Now let's take a look at their losses. Any team above 500, they got packed up to, except for the Rams. Um, Saints L. You only managed to score 10 points. Understand it was in. I understand it was in New Orleans, but you know you still got to get 10 points. This was a Teddy Bridgewater led team. They only scored 12. That's not Drew Brees. They only scored 12. Uh, the Packers. I don't know what it is. They can't beat the Packers. Like it's like the Cowboys. Like I know this got to be their most hated team outside the NFC East. They lost to the Jets. That's a bad L. There's no reason you should lose to the Jets, even though it was on the road. You shouldn't lose to those guys. The Vikings, another quality team. They didn't perform to get the dub against. The Patriots. I understand it was rain, but I'm not giving you no excuses. I seen Lamar Jackson perform in the rain. I seen Tom Brady perform in the rain. I've seen a few teams perform in the rain. I'm not giving you that much of an excuse. The Bills, another quality team, lost to at home. This was a home game for the Cowboys as well, so you get no excuses here from me. The Bears, another quality team as far as defensive goes. The offense isn't the greatest, but they still managed to surprisingly put up 31 on the Cowboys. Cowboys really got all these garbage time points. Like this game was pretty much a blowout. Let's look at it. Cowboys scored 17 in the fourth, and the game was already over. I'm not giving them too much. I'm not giving them too much for that. So, uh, let's look at it. Dak, a lot of these yards, a lot of garbage time, a lot of bend but don't break defense, a lot of prevent defense. So, Dak, not the greatest there. And then they lost to the Eagles with the season on the line. If they beat the Eagles in this game, they hold their future in their hands. They're going to the playoffs. Um, and honestly, he just didn't perform in that game. So we got 3 games where the Cowboys didn't manage to score over 10 points. Let's see. The Saints, they didn't score over 10. Those are games you need to win. That's a game you need to win. The Patriots, that's another one. The Eagles, that's another one. And then on the Bills, you only score 15 at home. That's tough. That's tough, man. Those are games you gotta win. You gotta win. The Bills don't even have a dynamic offense. The Bills are literally getting in because of defense and occasional play from Josh Allen. He's not even he's good, but he's not carrying them or doing anything spectacular in my eyes. So I'm just looking at that. You got to perform in those games. But let's just take a look again at the stats. Excuse me, I'm stuttering and everything like that. Let me drink a little bit of my wine. So let's just see. I think this is pretty much yards an attempt. Dak is top 10, so he's top 10 in a lot of these stats. But you also have to recognize a lot of these games were a lot of garbage time throws. A lot of them was piled up against bad teams. He has one signature win on the season, and that was against, I guess you could say, the Rams. If you want to debate, arguably, the Eagles the first time, I mean, I'll give him that just because that's a division game, and the Eagles did happen to sneak by in the playoffs. But other than that, then he just didn't show me enough. And I'm not going to put all the blame on him, but I'm just telling you, he's not worth 35 to 40 million a year. I just can't do it. And that's just how I feel about it, man. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, man. I appreciate it, man. YouTube need to stop playing me. I don't know what it is. I pass all the monetization protocol policies, laws, whatever rules you gotta follow, whatever, and they still haven't monetized my channel. I don't know what's going on. I got the 4,000 watch hours. I got the 1,000 subscribers. Y'all need to stop playing with me for real. But like I said, man, appreciate you guys tuning in. Definitely make sure you leave your comments in the comment section below, and I most likely respond. I usually do that. If you look at any of my YouTube videos, I usually go through a lot of the comments and respond to people. So appreciate that. Peace.